Alright, quick video on how to de-Google your phone without actually installing a new operating system. This is the quick version. The long version of the video is there if you actually want to see things in action and how they will work. This one's going to be a quick pass through, so I can just tell you what to be doing, and you can, if you're someone that just wants a quick video and wants to do it yourself, you can go ahead and do it. Okay, so you want to de-Google your phone. First thing you want to do, use your browser. Just use your standard HTML browser, which is really, alright, that one there, your standard HTML browser. Go in and type in F-Droid. There's a few different versions there. Find the version that's going to work for your phone. Install, the different ones there. Right, now what we're going to do, I'm just going to tell you which apps to be able to go for. Okay, the first one, of course, if you want secure like emails and that, get Proton VPN. Videos, VidMate's my favourite. That's the one I use. So that's for YouTube, movie sites, etc. There is also one called NewPipe. That's alright. Now, over here as well, if you wanted to still have apps from Google Play Store, it's a GApps browser. It's another one to get from F-Droid. So it's going to allow you to have Google Apps. The other one to use is Aurora Store. Okay, so that's AURORA Store, or it might actually just be called Aurora. I can't remember now. Now that one there is also going to that will let you download and run your Google Play, Google Play Store. Gives it a fake, well, not a fake. It's a real thing, but instead of you being signed in, it signs in through the Aurora Store, so you can just pick anonymous at the bottom of the listings there, and then get whatever Google apps. That way it's not going to muck up your phone. It's going through the Aurora app, so it's not getting access to anything else. Even though you've got a couple of your Google apps in there. Okay, your standard settings hotspot. You don't need those apps, but I just put them there for easy access. Here it is. You can just access it from here, or you can go into your settings. And then just do your hotspots. Right, so internet, to get online and mail, Proton Mail, if it's in F-Droid, make sure it doesn't need any Google services in any way. That one, and there is other mail options. That Proton Mail one I've got there, I must have downloaded it accidentally off Play Store because it needs Google carrier services. So I'll be looking for a different mail app. You see here, JQuarks, that's a good browser that I use, and Fugaris, that's another good browser, just for getting on the internet. Now just remember, so we're de-Googling everything, so these are all good apps to have through F-Droid once we've done the de-Google of it all, but just remember there's things you don't have to, and of course here, for when this is online or when you're on Wi-Fi, of course, from F-Droid again, SMS, it's schedule one, so you can send messages on a schedule, and this one here, line phone. So this is a good one. Actually, that's right, I said I'm not going to go into it. If you want to see all these, go into the longer video that actually tells you about them all. I'm just going to run through the apps that you want to get. PCAP, I mean, you don't have to have that. That's just to monitor things. That's just something I've got. Now this one here, Little File Explorer. That's the new File Explorer you want to use, or you can use this one just called Files. And that's going to be your normal File Explorer, like, especially if yours is File Explorer with the phone is rigged to Google and you can't use it without Google services. Alright, now of course, to turn the Google services off, what you want to do is go into Hail. Hail is the one that you're going to use, and that's going to be able to turn, you can either disable them, or close them off completely, but they'll still be there. See, whenever you do a reset on your phone, so that's a good one to use. I actually, advise doing the Hail one, but do remember that because you're leaving those files on there, your phone's going to be a bit fuller because it's still going to have all that stuff in the phone, all those apps and everything that came with Google. So the way to get rid of it, you can use this one here, Open Manager. And of course, you see there it's activated, but we're not going to go into it. Look at the longer video and that'll show you how to do them. But I actually prefer, instead of Open Manager, if you actually do want to delete them completely, the app you want to use is this one here. and you want to do it through your PC. So if you haven't got a PC, use Hail just to deactivate them. If you don't know much about computer or phone systems and that, you probably don't want to use the Open Manager because you're actually getting, it's a root privilege one. Right, so this one here is what you want on your PC, My Phone Explorer. Okay, of course you have to link your phone up to it, etc., but that's all good. And from there, you'll see on a different video, I'm going to do a video how to uninstall the uninstallable apps via PC without using ADB. Alright, so we're not using ADB, we're not getting into the fast boot, we're not getting into the bootloader, we're not mucking up the phone system, we're not putting in a custom ROM, we're just taking out Google and putting in our own stuff that's still going to run. Alright. Just remember that you don't need, half these apps, everything, YouTube's accessible on the internet. Facebook, all these different things actually have an internet page. So all you need is a good browser. Of course, I've shown you that other browser. If your phone browser is actually, with the phone and it's not rigged up to Google in any way, you can still keep using that. It's going to be fine. So any of the things that have been rigged up to Play Store that aren't going to work once we've de-Googled everything. So that's basically sort of the apps I suggest. And of course launches, to get a fresh look. I mean, this here, you can see how nice that looks, nice and fresh. Well, this phone's actually going better than it was when I bought it, with all these different speed ups, and now I've deactivated Google completely. She's really, really fast. But this is actually an old Alcatel Pixie 4. So, you're looking at 8 to 12 years old. And we've got it going like it's a brand new phone, just come off the shelf. And that was even before we de-Googled it, but now she's a real good phone now. Now that all the Google stuff's being deactivated. As I say, look at the longer video if you want to see more involved. I do advise getting yourself a different mail as well that's not through Play Store. Use the F-Droid. And due diligence. Remember, no matter what store you're using, you can even use APK Mirror if you're online using the internet. And that'll give you APK files that you want, and it also checks them out safety-wise, does a check on them. But with F-Droid as well, just make sure, go down to permissions, any app you're about to install, any browser app, etc., and just make sure that the permissions are set to do whatever they're designed for. If you're downloading a browser and all of a sudden it wants to take photos of you and it wants to have permissions to make phone calls in the background without you knowing and all that stuff, you don't want it. All right, you want to go into the ones that say, for instance, let's say you had a photo one or something, you'd be giving it permissions to your storage, of course, for your photos. So there'll be some that, VidMate, that's going to need access to storage. So there's some you need to give, there's permissions that are needed. But if all of a sudden they've got things where they're going to be using your phone, using your messages, you don't want them. Just skip them. There's other developers out there that have doing the right thing, and it's open source and trying to help us all out really. Okay, so GApps browser, as I said, that's one, and or Aurora browser, Aurora store, I should say, not browser. Alright, all apps, what's going on here? Did I miss any? Half of these I've got to take out. I still haven't cleaned this phone out completely yet. See, I'm actually going to plug this into the PC. It's just going to be a bit quicker for me instead of going through that menu on that one. But if you haven't got a PC, use Open Manager to get rid of APK files and different things that are normally not able to be deleted. You'll be able to delete them through that with root privileges. Okay, so that's all you need to know. If you want to know more on it, as I said, watch the longer video. I think it goes for about 40 minutes. But that's alright. Okay, best of luck with it. Hope that's helped. As I say, if this video is a bit short, hasn't shown you enough, you don't really understand what I've talked about, watch the longer one. But if you know what I'm talking about, you're a bit, tech savvy, you'll be fine just getting those apps and then sorting it away out yourself. And just remember, Hail, that's the good one, just to deactivate all your Google stuff completely. All right. best of luck. Don't forget to leave a like if it's helped you. Subscribe if you want more hints and tips. There's plenty more coming out all the time. We've actually got them all lined up. They're all predated. They come out at certain dates. So just keep an eye on the page. There's always something new coming up just to help everyone out. So it could be with your phones, computers, game machine consoles. It could be with anything, chainsaws, the whole lot. There's lots of different things on there, handy hints and tips. So leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want some more info on hints and tips on things. And if there's anything you want me to cover, leave a message at the bottom. And I'll go in and I'll cover some other things for you. Alrighty, have a good one. Enjoy your new speed up phones. If you've followed my other videos on how to speed up your phone, along with these videos here on de-googling it, you're going to have an ultra fast phone. You're going to be loving it. Woohoo! Okay, have a good one.